Hey guys, it's Sarah. I'm here with another junk journal to share with you guys. I used Marion Smith romance novel chapter 2 paper line. And this is some of her paper line, or some of the papers that I used. So that's the paper. So let me tell you a little bit about it. I put this knob on for my closure, and I used seam binding, and I made this charm out of some of the charms that I had in my stash. This little picture frame, I actually cut out a piece of the paper collection. Let me zoom this in so you guys can see it a little bit better. So I hope that's better. So I used this little picture frame and I added some of the paper collection. You can always change that out. This is a key and a little blingy with a leaf, and then one of these little crystal hanger things. I put this on here and I glued. This is just a metal filigree, and then I just added this diamond little gem charm to it, and then it had a little round thingy on it, so I put a jump ring on there, and then I added that little charm. And then these are brads. I just cut off the ends and I glued them on the end of this because it just looked plain, so I wanted to add something at the end because I wasn't planning on bringing it the whole way to the end because I wanted to use these book corners. And when I was doing this junk journal, I was like, oh my goodness, what? I did not know what I was gonna do, so it actually turned out way better than my expectations. So then this is the side. I just love this. I love this a lot. It's upholstery fabric. And then this is the back, and I just folded it through. Instead of using the blue, I used the pink brads. And then the same with the book corners. And then I used an eyelet for where my seam binding comes through. So I just tied it off in the middle. I was going to tie it off up here, but then I just didn't want it to take away from the knob, so I didn't tie it in the front. And this charm is held on with one of Tim Holtz little binder rings. So that's how I added that charm on there. So you open it up, and inside I made a 3-layer pocket, and if you can tell, I cut along the chevron so you could keep with that. And I added this tag. It's just plain. Added some washi tape to it. And I added these small little tags. And then I just added notes, inspired, and memories. Thought that was cute. That was from a paper collection. Added some washi tape right here. Then on each page, there's either a tag and a charm hanging from it, or just a tag, or there's a paper clip that has a heart on it, or there's another tag that has a little a little paper clip with a bead hanging from it. So that's how I did the pages this time. Believe it or not, I did not add no lace to this. I was feeling a little naked, but I didn't add it. My goal was not to add any lace to this album. I wanted to see if I could just use the paper and use my creative mind to come up with something, and I think I did good. I really like it. So I added this tag, and this tab is actually a tag. That's why I called it a tag. This come on my ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I just turned it inside out. I inked it up, and then I stamped sparkle on the front, and then I stamped sparkle on the back, and I hung these charms. Let me see if you can tell. Oops. I don't know if my camera's focusing or not. I hung these charms up. Goodness, I told you I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on with that. I hung these charms from it with the little paper clip. And then I stamped sparkle there too. I'm getting a little bit better with my stamping. It helps when you actually get things that'll help you. I got this pad here. Sizzix makes it. And you can stamp on it, and then you can paper pierce your papers with it. And then I got this from Fiskars, and that helps actually a ton to get your stamps exactly where you want them. And if you want to do multiple ones, I just love it. So that's helping me out. So here's a tag, and I just add some seam binding, add a little bit of rose trim to it, add one of these paper clips. That's holding a little bead. Next page, I made a little belly band, and that paper clip's actually holding that tag in. It says you and me. And this right here, you can just, you could actually put a photo on it if you wanted to. And it actually is a pocket too, so you can add some tags or a note or something in there. I didn't want to lose any of that space, even though it has a big belly band on it. And then here's a dolly and another tab with a bead on it. And this says cherish. This is another one of my envelopes I made, the big ones. And I kept this plain, and you can add something here, or you can tuck something underneath here that's magnetic. It's opened up, and inside here I just have a little tag. Inside here I have tags. This is holding just a little note thing, and you open it up, and you can journal right there. Now most of these side corner ones, you can't do anything with them, like as far as journaling spots, because the paper collection is double-sided. But I added them there for interest, and if you want to secretly put something underneath there, you could. So that's why I did that. But I did make a pocket out of them, so. That's his family. That's part of the paper collection. And then inside here, I added my explosion notes. And each one of the pages that has a pocket on there like that, they have one. And what saves me time when I make my explosion notes is I have a pad of 8x8 paper, and I coffee dyed a bunch of it. So I just take one of those and I make my explosion note, and voila, there you go. So then here's a book page. I just folded it over, added a dolly and some of the paper collection. I think that's a 2-inch circle. Here is an envelope. I just sealed it up, add some washi, and it is embossed with a flower embossing folder. I had some tags. One says sparkle. I made a pocket using that chevron paper. I love that paper. That's probably my favorite paper. And then I added this. It's from a packaging that I had. Then here's the tuck spot here. The other side of that book page, and I folded it over, made a tuck spot. And then here's some washi tape. And I added one of those jelly bean definitions, and I just cut it down to this size. I cut the corners, and it says door. That's the definition. On the other side, I put another one, and this says precious and has definition, and I stamped happiness. Then on this other side of the envelope, I have these two tags. I inked these ones up with linen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's what it's called. Antique linen. That's what I inked that one up. These tags are inked up with tea-dyed, and then I used some black soot in here too. Then inside here, just made a little notepad with some of the paper. I've been making a lot of those, so I didn't make a bunch of them in this one. Just added one of them. Then on this side, you open it up. That's magnetic, and I just added two tags, held together with the seam binding, add a little bit of that rose trim, and I stamped 2 of the hearts on there. And that just gets tucked in there. And then this tag has the seam binding on it, and I stamped some on there with the paper clip. And then on this side, there's another tag that says believe with the definition. It's not the greatest though. Still working on it. And then it says happiness up there. This other part of the dolly. Added this tag. It says true love or true story. Added another packaging that I had, and seam binding with the paper clip, and that you lift that up and you can tuck something underneath there if you wanted. This tag has a bead hanging from it. Then over here, once again, I have another explosion note. I love how this coffee dyed paper turned out. I gotta show you though. I can get the paper clip off. Isn't that cool? Oh, I just love it. I love when you coffee dye something and it turns out like that. I like my lighter paper too, but when you get some really dark, deep stains on it, I like it. Over here, I just made a pocket, and I added these tags, and when I punched out some of the hearts, I just added those on there. I punched a hole in it, and then added those on there, and then that's a stamp, and then that stamp says friend. I stamped it twice because you couldn't tell on this side, so I stamped it again. And then this is just paper where you can journal on it. And when I was making, so then you can flip this up here, and this tag this tab right here says wonderful. It has a heart hanging from it. On the other side, it says wonderful too. And you can journal right here. And this side of the envelope, this holds 2 of those little jelly bean things, card things. And these say love notes and love you. Add some washi tape. And this is a Sizzix little pocket, die cut pocket. Then I made a pocket using that chevron paper. And then on this side, the envelope's upside down, so I just used that as a tuck spot. I had some washi tape in part of the paper, and it stamped happiness. This tab says about me. Made another Billy band, and you can journal right here. And this one's holding a bead. And this is all coffee dyed paper. Then over here, these little tags are, let's see here, holding this little charm. And then it says dream, happy, and a heart. And that goes inside here. Flip it over, and another tag that says memories. And it has a little corner punch on it. You can tuck something behind there if you wanted. Then here is another plastic sleeve, and I just made a little mini, made a little mini junk journal. And I held it on with this little clothespin. And that just gets tucked back in this little pocket here. Then on this side, I have the guest check. It's coffee dyed. And I added one of these from the paper collection. Little tag. Another little tuck spot where you can put something. Added one of those paper clips with a little bead on it. This paper collection, this is just glued down. And this little tuck spot just holds this. You can journal on it. You can journal on here. That says journey. Flip it over. Same. Here, this is glued down all the way. Another little paper clip. Hold another heart, charm. These are the book pages, and I just gessoed over them so you can still write on them. On this side, I added a tag. This is part of the paper collection. You can journal there. And inside the bag it's open, so you can tuck something on the top. Then this opens up. This is magnetic. You can add stuff inside there. Put some washi tape, paper collection. On this side, there's some tags tucked in that little tuck spot. Then this bag has two of the tags. One is using black soot, the other one's using the antique linen. Add some of the paper collection. This is washi tape. That's washi tape, another washi tape on the end, another tab. That's part of the paper collection. Add another heart. And then this opens up, just little flap. And this is part of the paper collection right here. I just punched it out with a 1-inch circle, and then that's dolly. Folded that over. I gessoed this up. I add a little tuck spot on this side. This is all gessoed up. That's part of the paper collection. Add a little bead on the end. Part of the paper, this is gessoed up too. And as you can, I don't know if you can tell, but when I was gessoing, so I didn't get it on this side. Brilliant mind of me. I laid a piece of my notebook paper on top, thinking, well, it won't. Well, I laid it in between, thinking it wouldn't get on this side. Well, then when it dried, it stuck to it, so now I got some of that on there. So I left it because it's homemade and it's rustic, and it is what it is. So here's that corner, and again, inside you can tuck something underneath it. Just add it for something decorative. You can add something in the pocket. Another paper clip. On this side, this one, it says thankful. It has 2 hearts punched in it. And that's glued down. This side, I made a little pocket. And this is a little tag. And then this is a little mini file folder. Just add a little piece of the paper collection. That is just in the this plastic pocket, and you can add some something to it. Just added it in there for interest in the pocket. On this side, this paper clip, you open it up and add some fibers to the end. And it says love. It's in that pocket. I made that pocket using that pocket die that I have. I used the pocket on this side and then tag the back part. I made it another tuck spot back here. And then there's another tag hanging that has the hearts on it. And then I added another tab. It says cherish. Another heart hanging from that. Another belly band. And it's holding two of these little tags. And it says love. The definition. And this tab says notes. Open up. Here's the other part of that envelope. Just add a little tag in there. And just added some paper and washi tape and journal right here. Another little tag. That's washi tape. Part of the paper collection. That one says hug in the definition. Sweetheart in the definition. And then this is open. Has a little glassine envelope in there. Add a little note inside there. The washi tape's just on the top of that. Another journaling card. Journal in there. Another little tuck spot underneath there too. Paper clip with a bead. Another tuck spot with the explosion note inside. And another one of these says forever definition. And another one, and the other side says cherish. Then this is another one of those envelopes. The other side of it, and I just added a little tag with a heart inside. Or heart inside. Heart stamped on it. Oh goodness. And I didn't cover up my magnet. I'll have to do that. And then here's a big tag right here. It's inked up with antique linen. And there's a tuck spot here too if you want to tuck something underneath there. Journal here. Love. Another tuck spot right here. And glassine bag. It's holding part of the paper collection's on the end. And then it's holding a little tag. And that's the glassine bag's coffee dyed too. It's holding one of these. This is just another little notepad. I guess I added two of them. And that's just washi tape on that. Another book page, just put a dolly on it and added a 2-inch circle from the paper collection. This one says smooch and the definition. And then kiss is on the back with the definition. On the back of this envelope piece, I made a belly band. It's holding this tag with a stamp hard on it. And then on the other side, it's magnetic and part of the paper this is part of the washi tape. This is washi tape here and here, and then that's part of the paper collection. Another tuck spot right there out of these two tags, things I love, and the definition of love with a heart punched out, and some of that rose trim on the top of that tag. This one is one of those paper clips with a bead. Another explosion note. And another one of these tabs. It says giggle and has another heart hanging from it. And it's the other side of that envelope. Tuck spot. Put something in there. some of the washi tape. And at the end, there's washi tape. I just folded one of the book pages, or the coffee dyed pages. I folded it over on the back cover, made a pocket, and then I layered some more or some paper. Hold on, let me talk. Okay, I layered some of the paper collection on top of that, and I added these tags. One says hope, one says love. They have blue and the teal and the black seam binding on it. And then I added, in the second pocket, I added a file folder. You can add whatever you want to it. And then on the third pocket, if I can get it out, maybe. I was messing around with a different ribbon when I was making this. I was actually going to use like a elastic for the closure, and the elastic I was using had like different fibers on it, like the kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of glitzy looking, and those were falling off everywhere. And I'm like, I'm not going to use that. So then you open this file folder up, and it has nothing in it. And I just left it plain, so you can, I inked it up with tea dyed, but you can put whatever you want inside those. So I focused more on this junk journal for the journal part of it. I still gave it a little cute decorative twist on it, I think. I think it turned out really cute. I really do like it. I wanted to add a knob on one of my junk journals, so I accomplished that. And I'm always just thinking of unique ways of doing the closures and adding some interest to a junk journal. I don't know. Stay tuned to see if I actually do like just a regular junk journal. And I gotta be careful with this, because when I added it, I wasn't thinking about it when I added my knob on, and I punched in so far, now this tag just fits in there. So the reason why the washi tape's on there is because when I punched the hole to begin with, the tag was inside. So I punched a hole through it, so I had to cover up the hole with the washi tape. But it added a little interest to the tag. But it is what it is. Telling you my little mistakes here. You learn from them, though. So let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, comment below. Follow me on all of the links below too. Or not links, but follow me under Any Who Crafts, and you'll find me somewhere. And yeah, so I will see you when I see ya. Later.